Zen lesson. The courage to pause. Andre sat on the temple's wooden porch, staring at the falling leaves. The air was crisp, and the scent of incense drifted through the courtyard. Across from him, the Zen monk poured tea, his movements slow, deliberate. Andre sighed. "Master, I find it so hard at times to keep going." His voice was barely above a whisper. "I feel exhausted, like I have nothing left. How do I find the strength to move forward?" The monk replied. "Courage is not about having the strength to go on. It is going on when you have no strength." Andre looked down at his hands. "But what if I'm afraid? What if moving forward means stepping into the unknown?" The monk smiled and gestured toward a nearby oak tree. "Do you see this tree? It does not resist the wind. It bends, it sways, but it does not break. The strongest warriors are not those who stand rigid and unshaken. They are the ones who move with the storm, embracing the uncertainty, not running from it. It's about removing your desire to control everything around you as a way to try and control the storm within you." Andre sighed. "So you're saying I should just accept my fear?" The monk's eyes softened. "Courage is walking toward your truth while embracing vulnerability. It is your warrior's cry, yelling out through your authenticity. Bravery is when you lean into the fear, hold hands with courage, and move toward your truth." Andre let the words settle in his heart. "How do I find the strength to keep moving?" The monk smiled to himself. "The problem is that you think moving is the same as movement. You see effort and progress as the same. You ask the right question, but it is formed around an assumption. Effort is not endless pushing. It is knowing when to act and when to be still. A tree grows because it knows when to reach for the sun and when to rest at night. A tree does not rush its growth. It does not chase the wind. It simply stands, allowing its roots to do their quiet work. Stillness is not emptiness. It is where true strength is cultivated." Andre let the words settle in his mind. "So, rest is not the absence of effort." The monk shook his head. "Rest is part of the effort." The monk pointed to the temple's small garden. "A farmer does not plant seeds and then dig them up every day to check their growth. He works hard to prepare the soil, he waters the crops, he pulls the weeds. But then, he must wait. The plants need time to grow on their own. If you never let your breath out, can you take in another? It is learning to pause before the next step." A gust of wind rustled the leaves, sending a golden flurry across the courtyard. The monk picked up his cup and tilted it slightly, watching the tea swirl. "You say you feel exhausted," he said. "Yet, here you are, sitting, breathing, seeking. You have already taken another step. You don't sit here as someone who is fearful and afraid. You sit here as a person who is leaning into your pause moment." Andre's breath caught in his throat. He had thought he was standing still, but now he saw that he was pausing. Andre looked up at the sky, the soft gray clouds drifting like silent wanderers. Maybe he didn't need to have all the answers. Maybe he didn't need to feel strong. Maybe all he needed was to take the next step and pause.